right, I believe I'm on here. Awesome. Hey, yesterday ended the month of March, and in the month of March, I was able to work with the American Heart Association with many other volunteers as well to be able to raise funds for the American Heart Association. It was called 62 Miles Your Way. And what was really kind of heartfelt for me is I remember there was a time when I wasn't really able to walk like that. And I thought about this. How many of you have been in a situation to where you weren't able to walk, whether it was for an injury or something that, just caught you off guard? Because what I think is that we don't even think about walking. Now I know that is for some people, there's not an option or a choice there. But for us on the day to day, that walking is just part of our activity, I don't think that we ever realized what it would be like if that we didn't have that. Okay. So I remember when this happened to me, there was 3 times where I was literally laid flat on my back. That's because I had this ongoing stabbing, piercing pain from the top of my butt to the bottom of my foot. And the second time that I got it, I was off my out on laying flat for about 3 days, right? Got back up, went to work, and then I was right back at it again, but out for 5 days. And it was excruciating, and being able to walk was not an option for me. Being not able to walk was an option for me. However I say that, hopefully I'm saying that right. You guys get it? But it just really got me thinking about what is it that's going on with my body that I really need to start paying attention with. And I realized that so many people out there, we take it for granted. And so when I finished up the walk yesterday and accomplished more than the goal and actually able to raise more than that for the fundraiser, I thought, what a blessing it is to be able to just walk. Walking gives us so many other benefits as well. And I just want to go ahead and put that out there. But more importantly, I just want to give you a few of the things that I found was able to actually help me to overcome that ongoing stabbing, piercing pain that I had in my butt. And I could not get rid of it. And it literally, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's the one that the top of the butt and it goes all the way down to the foot. After I was able to get up, you know, you just have to rest that nerve, right? And then after I was able to get up and then start going through physical therapy, learning those exercises, which I still to do today, because it's all about core strength building. But then it was that stabbing, piercing pain that I still had. And honestly, for 2.5 years, I lived like that, thinking that's just my life, just the way of life, and couldn't do a whole lot on it. I went to work, was on my feet all the time, but it was excruciating pain. But not until I found this product that really got to the root of it. Really, when I talk about the root, I'm talking about at the cellular level. And what it is actually nourishing that and overall with the body. And that has definitely made a difference for me. So I love sharing that. If you want to learn more about that, just go ahead and comment in the comments. Let's just go ahead and put stabbing. Let's get rid of that. Think about that visual stabbing, and we want to get rid of that visual and that pain. But listen, seriously, after that, it was really eye-opening for me to think about what is out there and what's possible and how it can help so many other people, and you just don't know about it. And so we take a lot of things for granted, and that, like I said, is walking. So really, I was really blessed to be able to help with that cause, but it also got me back out there walking again and to be able to what I was talking about is walking is getting off that winter weight, part of that, and, also getting me back in the groove and getting as we're, doing spring, and then, we have Easter coming up and then the summer. So what are some of the great benefits that can actually help us out when we're doing that? Okay? So here, and you probably have heard some of them, but I just wanna go ahead and share a few things, and I jotted them down, and then, the great things that you can get from just out there walking. Number 1 is obviously, it's easier on the bones than to do anything else, and I'm talking start off with a 30-minute walk, right? And you can also increase that, whatever pace you start, and you just continue and you get better with that. The other thing is it increases your circulation and it keeps our heart pumping, duh, but it actually keeps up that heart pumping and like I said, building the circulation and getting your body moving, especially if you haven't in a while. And it may take you a little bit, but in the end, it's going to help us out overall. Lowers our blood sugar, helps to lower our blood sugar, and then it strengthens our lower back. So, you know what? That's one of the things that, was really at the top of that nerve that was, that I couldn't get rid of, that stabbing, piercing pain right at the top of that. I don't feel that anymore, and that is through taking those core, strength building exercises, walking, but then also taking that nano-sized supplement, which is actually nourishing and feeding those cells. It also helps us to reduce the stress and anxiety that we have in a day. If you can just imagine being outside and walking, or if you have a indoor place that you like to walk and doing that. And then maintaining healthy weight. I already mentioned it's a great way to help, especially as the days are getting longer, the days are lasting longer, and can get out there and just really endure that. So here's the other thing about walking. And excuse me, especially if you're in your neighborhood and you're out there walking, it's a great way to meet other people and your neighbors and see what's going on. Out here where I live, we have a lot of new development happening, a lot of new businesses, yay, that's sprouting up and going on. So it's a great way to be able to just connect and see what's going on. And then here's the thing, take different routes. That's something that hadn't even crossed the street, our main street, to even look at the new development that was going on the other side. And it's like all of this that was happening. And of course, you drive by, but you don't really stop and, like they say, smell the roses. Look what's going on out there. Thinking about this, there is a new fitness center that's on every block, it seems, right? We're at that age. I'm at 60 plus, and then we know that the younger kids, and I'm calling them kids, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus, there's an opportunity and a chance, and there's a gym for everybody. So if you have a gym membership, it's a great place to go ahead and get your walk on there, still meeting and connecting with other people. How about parks? Exploring different parks. Matter of fact, um, a colleague of mine who is in our business posted that she had been wanting to visit these waterfalls. Well, who knew it here in Arizona? But it was a beautiful place. And so she was able to take her kids there, and they went on a beautiful walk and a hike in this waterfall area. Just amazing what is actually out there. And then trails and hiking, that's something else that you can definitely take advantage of and get that walk in. Now, some, yeah, I'm talking 30 minutes. You may not want to take, and do a long hike out there. That might be what you want to build up to, but just know, and there are shorter hikes, there are shorter pathways, and make sure we're staying on the path and going up with buddies, right? Always take water, make sure you're drinking water. And here's something else. If you want to go ahead and get started walking, but you don't like the outdoors and you want to be, excuse me, in more of a controlled environment, maybe you don't have a gym membership, they're still walking in the malls. Now, it was about 2 weekends ago that my phone was acting up and I had to go into the store to get it done. And I tell you what, if you don't get there early in the morning, you're not going to get an appointment to have your phone seen until later on, or you're 2 weeks down the road. And you guys know we all need our phones, right? Well, getting there early enough, people are still walking the malls. Now, I know that they did that, many, many, many years ago when I used to work in a mall, but they're still out there walking. And so that's a great place for you if you want to get started and you want to have a cool conditions in there, and a great way again to meet other people. And here's the thing, you can window shop. How about that? Getting into shape, window shop, and then reverse that around so that you can see the other, go to the other floors as well, and you can see all those other things and do some window shopping and dreaming about what it is that you can fit into. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, how about here, making sure that you get some good shoes, walking shoes. That's an investment in yourself because you don't want that to be the hindrance, and you don't want that to be the trigger. Great walking shoes is going to help with that. And again, trust me, I know that. And let's see, what else did I put down here? Oh, it's a great time when you're taking your walks to listen to a podcast or listen to a webinar or motivational messages, or maybe there's an Audible club that you belong to, and you can listen to books, whether it's whatever stories that you like listening to, or self-help and self-development books. It's a great time to be able to spend with that, or just maybe it's your playlist, just something that calms you down and soothing that you like to hear. Or if you need to make sure that you're keeping pace with it, you wanna have that music that goes with it as well. And then, always track your progress because it's great to see where you started and then where you moved to, especially if you're talking about, or if you're looking at miles, or you have something to be able to track to see how much growth you've actually gone, and to see, they also have some other, pacing and heart rate and breathing and all of that good stuff. But just know that getting out there and getting started and just enjoying the opportunity to walk, whatever it is that's on your heart that's going to help you out to be able to benefit. And as I mentioned, whether it's for overall health and wellness, or you're doing it for a charity, or it's part of your day to day, don't take it for granted. All right. And then when you get an opportunity to do so, whether you're doing it as a power walking for exercise, or whether you're doing it leisurely with family members or friends, or in a group or a club, that's going out there and walking, just enjoy yourself. Okay. So don't let that ongoing stabbing, piercing pain in the butt from the top of your butt to the bottom of your foot keep you stuck in moving forward. And like I said, just go ahead and put stabbing in the comments. And I know that's not such a good word, but you know what? If you think about stabbing, that's some place that we don't even want to go to. And I can get you information on how you can use this supplement as an overall health and wellness, and it has a myriad of other different uh, properties that's going to be able to help you out. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.